I redid my hair because Troy likes really high up buns.
High buns all day, every day.
Also, I'm not a professional, and it's definitely not made for your face. Whenever you say yes to something, you are actually saying no to something else. My purse was stolen from the locker room. The sad thing was it had my passport in it, and Troy actually ended up getting his car stolen.
On our way to the gym now.
Welcome to our channel. My name is Alex Marrow and this is Life with the Marrows. Today we're gonna do a little bit of a different video. I figured that I would show you guys my makeup routine. I grew up watching makeup routine videos on YouTube. That is what drew me to YouTube in the first place, and so I figured I would do the same thing. Show you guys my condensed makeup routine when I want to go to the gym. So this is not my full like everyday or my glam makeup routine at all. So it should take me about 10 minutes or so, but today's actually Memorial Day. So me and Troy are going to get ready to go to the gym, and then afterwards, I think we're gonna go on a little hike, maybe get something to eat and get some coffee. He's sitting right over there, so that's why I looked over there. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it. Don't judge me if this is a weird makeup routine. Again, this is not normally what I do. This is what I do to go to the gym. So, and yes, I do wear makeup to go to the gym because I do believe that if you feel better, you do better in everything in life. So we're gonna get right into it. So first, this is what I mean by don't judge me. I use chafing powder on my face as a primer. I actually saw this trick on YouTube years ago by several people. Maybe everyone forgot now, but this could actually be used as primer. If you don't believe me, you should try it. But obviously it's huge. I mean, it's big compared to a normal like primer bottle or whatever. This is like $6 or $7. You can find it at Target, Walmart, CVS, wherever. And it's definitely not made for your face, but I've tried expensive primers and this is honestly way better. So I just put that on my T-zone. And it's used to fill in your pores. And then I use the e.l.f. Skin sunscreen, 30 SPF. Okay, and then after SPF, I use concealer. So again, we're going to the gym. Usually I put on foundation if we're going out to something more special, and this is the foundation I use, Estee Lauder Double Wear. I've been using the same one for like 5 years, and it lasts all day. But for concealer, I use the Tarte Shape Tape. It's the best concealer that I've ever used. So if anyone knows of a better one, let me know. Also, I'm not a professional, so this is what I do, but I don't know if this is what a makeup professional or makeup artist would do. And then I use this beauty blender to blend in my concealer. Okay, and then I actually go again with the concealer underneath my eyes just so that it is more pigmented, I guess. Just a little bit more. And this time I let it dry underneath my eyes a little bit longer. Okay. So this is when I usually go in with a bronzing stick. I like the Fenty one. Oh, it's right here. I like the Fenty Beauty one, but I'm not gonna do that today because that is when I'm going full makeup routine. Next, I'm gonna blend this in. I waited for, I don't know, like a minute or so. So I'm gonna blend this in with my fingers, my ring fingers, just because the Beauty Blender soaks in some of the product, but your ring fingers don't. And so I want this to be more prominent. So I'm just gonna use my fingers for this. Okay, so there's my concealer, and now we're going to seal it in with some powder. I like the Laura Mercier. I don't know if I said that right, but I like this powder. It's translucent honey color. I think they just have like 3 colors. This is the one that matches me better, I think. So I just packed this on where I put my concealer so it stays in place. Okay, so I know that I look a little bit funny, but I let this sit for a little bit. You can call it baking or whatever. I just let it sit while I do some other things on my face, just so that it actually stays on. But next, I'm gonna go in with this Tarte, what is this called? Like trio palette. It has bronzer, blush, and a highlighter. So this is actually not my preferred like bronzer, blush, highlighter, but it's what I have. Once I run out of this, I'll probably buy something a little bit better. But yeah, we're gonna use this for all of those things. So as I do this, I wanted to share, me and Troy have been talking about how most of you know, if you've seen our videos before, well actually I don't know if most of you know, we have been through a lot of transitions lately. Moving to California in December, well first of all getting married in December, moving to California, coming from the East Coast, trying to find a church community, trying to find new friends, making changes in our jobs, and what else? There's just been a lot of changes recently, but something that we have talked about and are thinking through as we're saying yes or no to just opportunities that come up are what you give your yes to. Whenever you say yes to something, you're actually saying no to something else. So before saying yes to something right away, just because it seems like a good opportunity, or maybe you're lonely and you want a friend, maybe you need money, and so there's another job opportunity and you're thinking about hopping on it, whatever it might be, before you say yes to something, really pray about it and see, okay, God, is this what you want for me? Because once I say yes to this thing, that does mean I'm saying no to something else. So is this you? Is this me? Is this me just wanting to rush the process? That has been a journey, just because when you move and when you're transitioning, obviously you want to kind of find your people, find your community, find what you're going to be spending your time on doing, whether it's hobbies or your job or whatever it might be. So you might feel the need to rush the process, but that is not always the best thing to do. So yeah, it is almost month 6 of living here. Actually, it is month 6 of living here because we've been here since December and it's Memorial Day today, if I'm doing the math right. But yeah, so it could be a temptation, but that is something that we're taking our time on while still being intentional of, okay, I know that community is important. I know that finances are important. I know that I want to be obedient to you, God, to your call on my life. So what are the next steps that I have to be intentional with? But how could I not rush the process? How could I move in step with what you're saying and not in step with what I believe is best? Next, hopefully I did that okay. I don't even know if I showed you guys what I did, but this is what the trio looked like. So I just bronzed the outside of my face, my cheekbones, and then I used some of the blush and highlighter on my cheekbones. And I take a little bit of that and I also put in other places in my face, just so like the only pink thing on my face is not my cheeks. It just makes it blend a little bit better, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna take some of the highlighter and put it on the bridge of my nose, over my lip, and in the inner corners of my eyes. Again, this is just to go to the gym, so I usually do a lot more actually, but this is what I do for the gym. Or for like an easy makeup routine, not necessarily just for the gym. Okay, and then something else that I do is I like to take what I'm using for blush and bronzer and just use it for my eyes as well when I'm trying to do something easy. So that's what we're gonna do. I just take the brush that I'm using and squeeze it a little bit and then use that for my creases. And I just mix my bronzer and my blush together. And then I think I'm going to blend this Laura Mercier powder that I still have packed on right here. I'm just gonna blend it out right here. And I'm gonna let the rest stay on for a little bit, but I'm gonna do my eyebrows next. So I use this Got To Be glued gel. This thing went viral like a year or two ago. I would highly recommend this. If you're still using a clear brow gel, I would just go ahead and purchase this thing. It is, first of all, way bigger than a little brow gel thing. I can't promise you that the quality is going to be way better, but this does the job and it's gonna be way cheaper and save you a lot of money. So yeah, I just use this little, I don't know what this is called, but this little brush for my eyebrows. And for my eyebrows, I usually get them laminated every 4 to 6 weeks, and I do it myself. I just use a lamination toolkit that I found on Amazon that works pretty well. Yeah, and I do it myself, and that just makes doing your eyebrows so much easier, just because basically when you laminate your eyebrows, they stay in place and go wherever you want them to go versus like being all crazy. And I have naturally curly hair, so that means my eyebrows are a little bit more curly than maybe other people's. So it just helps them look less crazy and like stay in place. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna do them next week because they are starting to get a little bit curly again. So I'm also not a professional with doing my brows, so I don't know. This is how I like it to be done, but at the same time, I would like to find another way to do my eyebrows at some point. That should be fine. So next I'm going to blend out the rest of the powder. And make sure to blend stuff really well so it's not like any harsh lines or places on your face. I could be really bad at that, but I have to remember to blend. So I use Tarte mascara, but I have the Tarte Big Ego mascara. It's kind of dirty, and then I have the Tarte Lit tubing mascara. This one is pretty good. The only thing I don't like about this tubing mascara is that it looks really good, but like if you were to cry or like get your face wet on accident or whatever, it comes off way easier than normal mascara. And so, yeah, it just looks weird. Like if you were to cry or get your face wet, it'll start clumping up and like you'll see mascara falling on your face and it just doesn't look that cute. I'm actually running out, so I don't know, maybe Troy will bring me to get new mascara today. What'd you say?
No.
Okay, and then I also like to put the mascara in my bottom lashes too. I used to just do my top lashes, but I feel like that looks kind of weird to have long top lashes and then nothing on your bottom lashes. Oh, also, so I was on Instagram yesterday, but I saw a reel of this lady sharing her story of having her purse stolen at the gym. And so basically what happened to her was her purse was stolen from one of the gym lockers, and then they found it in the gym shower and it was wet, it was looked through, but nothing was taken out of it. And then at some point later, her car was stolen. And I thought that was so interesting because back in December it was November, before the wedding, I actually had the same thing happen to me. So what happened was me and Troy were moving in some of the things into our apartment. So I was living in this apartment. Troy was staying with his aunt somewhere else because this was before the wedding. So he has an aunt in Pasadena, was staying with her. But anyway, so we were in that whole process, but we went to the gym one day and I put my bag in the locker room like I normally do, but I didn't put a lock on it. But I've never put in a lock on it before. That's just me, my mistake. I personally have never had anything stolen from me before, I think. And so, yeah. Anyways, we went to 24 Hour Fitness here and my purse was stolen from the locker room, and they found it a couple of days later in the showers, wet, soaking wet. Nothing was stolen out of it. It was just searched through. The sad thing was it had my passport in it, so I thought somebody had stolen my whole purse, stolen my passport, everything. And so we had a destination wedding in Dominican Republic, so whenever that happened, I had to report my passport as stolen, so then it was invalidated, and then I had to get an airplane ticket to go to the Miami, to go to the US passport agency, get a new passport as an emergency, all of these things, because we were about to get married, again, destination. And so I needed a passport. So that was just a very stressful time. So after we got married, we obviously came here to live, and we have assigned parking. And Troy actually ended up getting his car stolen a few days after we moved in, which is crazy because that's literally the story of the woman who I saw on the reel. And so I'm like, what the heck? And she was just saying how it was crazy because somebody was clearly following her to steal her car. And so I'm like, that's crazy because my purse was found as well, just like her, in the gym showers, but they didn't steal anything from it, but I didn't have car keys in it. So maybe they were looking for car keys. Maybe this is a thing, but Troy's car ended up being stolen instead of mine, directly from our parking lot. I don't know, it was weird. It was like weirdly similar. So I don't know if this is a thing, but if anybody knows, like if this is a trend or if people are actually doing this, like going to gyms and going to the locker rooms and stealing keys, let me know, because that's very strange. But also it doesn't surprise me. That just seems like something very smart that thieves would do, just because there's a lot of people that don't lock their lockers at the locker room, including me, but I'm not gonna do that ever again. So that was kind of crazy. I'm basically done. What I'm gonna do last is take my blush brush and take this NARS blush. This is my favorite blush. It's the color Torrid. And I'm going to put it on my cheekbones. And I like to take it over my nose as well. And I find that this just helps blend stuff in a little bit better. It makes it look a little bit more natural, like if you got a sunburn. And yeah, and that is it. Well, actually, no, that's a lie. So this is like one of my favorite makeup products. It is Lip Stain by Fenty Beauty. Fenty Beauty has like some of the best lip stain, but I use Berry Banger. It is kind of purplish, and I find that purple works really well for like brown or like olive skin tones. So yeah, I just put a little bit of this on, and I'm running out of this as well. So maybe Troy will bring me to Ulta for some mascara and some Fenty Beauty lip stain today. We'll see. Right?
Mm-hmm.
If they're open, it's Memorial Day. So yeah, so that is the lip stain. So this literally stays on my lips for hours. And I like this because you don't have to worry about like having your lips look bland or like match in with your face. I don't know, I just like to have some color on my lips. But I also put lip gloss or something over my lip stain just so it's not super purpley. Something that I've been using is the L'Oreal lip gloss. This is the color Rose Harmony, and this is what it looks like. I love this lip gloss. And Rose Harmony is like a little bit nudie, so if you like a nude colored lip gloss, I recommend this one. Okay, so that is the end of this makeup tutorial. Again, this is not what I normally do, like if I was to go out with some friends or on a date or to church or wherever we're going. But this is what I do for like every day, going to the gym, running errands. If I only need makeup on for just a little bit or a few hours, this is what I normally do. So Troy and I are going to go to the gym. We're going to go get something to eat, and then we'll come back home at some point and maybe watch some Married at First Sight. We've been watching Married at First Sight. This season's pretty good. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, we're only on episode 3 or 4, so I don't know, it could take a turn. But so far, the couples are way better than past couples in the sense of being more level-headed, very much, or at least a little bit more emotionally intelligent, a little bit more stable in their reactions, in their speech towards each other, all the things. So yeah, it's been pretty impressive so far, but we'll see what happens. Again, we're only on episode 3 or 4, so there might be a plot twist coming soon. Me and Troy are going to leave in about 10 minutes, and we'll see you at the gym.
I redid my hair because Troy likes really, really high up buns. What do y'all think?
High buns all day, every day.
Okay, so you know how there's that trend of like slick back buns? This isn't I don't think this would be considered a slick back bun because I don't have like a part in it. I don't know, I could be wrong. But I tried that, but Troy doesn't like it, apparently.
I did not say I didn't like it. I just prefer the high bun.
Okay, so yeah, we're back to high buns. I don't hate it though, but we're on our way to the gym now. Ecology. Yum. Mine's better. Mine's better. Okay, so that is it for today. I hope that you enjoyed today's makeup tutorial. Again, that is not my full makeup routine, so one day soon I will do my full makeup routine. Just wanted to bring you guys along on our Memorial Day and show you guys a little bit of what I do to get ready for the gym. But if you watch this video, thank you so much. Subscribe if you aren't subscribed, and I think me and Troy are just going to relax a little bit. I'm about to take a shower, but we're gonna relax. I think I will make breakfast for dinner, and we'll probably watch a little bit more of Married at First Sight because it's a very addictive show. So if you have any questions or if you just want to say hi, drop a comment below, and we will see you next time. Bye.
No.